You feel it, don't you? That grind in your gut, the frustration that no matter how hard you push, how sharp your vision, how fierce your will, these damn legacy systems keep dragging you down like anchors sinking a ship meant to soar. You're not alone. You're surrounded by walls that weren't built yesterday. They were forged decades, sometimes centuries ago. Old rules, old ways of thinking, old power structures that aren't designed for innovation or freedom. They exist to maintain control, to keep the status quo comfy for those who've already won. And you? You're stuck on the outside, banging your head against a system that's more focused on protecting itself than letting new ideas breathe. It's infuriating. It's exhausting. It's the kind of pain that eats at your soul every single day. You want freedom, you want to build, to disrupt, to lead, but you feel trapped in a cage made of outdated promises and bureaucratic nonsense. But here's the brutal truth nobody will tell you unless you demand it. These systems are not going to give way on their own. They don't collapse because someone wishes it. You have to break them down piece by piece, and you have to build something else that doesn't beg for permission to exist. You think you can just launch a startup or a venture into this mess and expect revolution? Number. You will get swallowed. You will get commoditized. You will get crushed. Legacy systems are designed to neutralize the self-directed, to absorb the rebel until the fire dies out. They want to assimilate you, reduce your spark to the dull flicker of a cog in their machine. So what's the solution if you're serious about escaping this hell? First, you have to recognize that freedom isn't handed out. It's carved out by those who don't flinch in the face of resistance. Don't just build ventures. Engineer self-directed ecosystems. Look beyond launching a product or raising rounds. Instead, build networks with ruthless precision. Connect with those rare individuals who think like you, who burn with the same outrage, the same urgency, the same refusal to be boxed in by yesterday's rules. You're not just founders. You're warriors in an invisible war against stasis. Your first victory is to refuse legacy frameworks and create autonomous alliances where trust is not a given, but earned. Your venture must be more than a company. It must be a movement, a rebellion, a container for radical collaboration that legacy systems never saw coming. Forget the usual buzzwords you hear around the office. Forget disruption or innovation. That means polishing something just enough to keep legacy comfortable. Real disruption is brutal. It's dismantling the comfort zones of power and tearing down the walls they built around access to capital, talent, and influence. You must operate globally, but not the way they taught you. You don't dissolve borders by wishing them away or throwing out tribal identities. You transcend them through action. Build partnerships that cross continents and cultures, not just for profit, but to challenge the very existence of the monopolized networks holding the world hostage. You move strategically, avoiding direct confrontations that drain energy, but hitting where legacy systems are weakest, where bureaucracy meets human disconnect, where outdated rules meet modern agility. Here's something few talk about, but you need to hear it now. Your individuality isn't a liability, it's your secret weapon. Stop trying to fit in. Stop negotiating your identity to suit systems that demand conformity. Instead, sharpen your unique perspective until it cuts through the noise like a scalpel. You build yourself relentlessly because your freedom must yield concrete results. But this isn't selfishness. This is productive individualism. Ideas, ventures, breakthroughs, no apologies, no compromises. That's how you earn your place. Not by begging for trust, but by crushing expectations every damn day. This is meritocracy in the rawest form. Power, capital, and respect follow ability, not who you know or where you come from. And don't fool yourself. Connection doesn't mean just polishing your LinkedIn profile or sending out indistinct networking emails. It means forging real, brutal synergies that last because they are fiercely complementary and absolutely necessary. This means being ruthless about who you let in your circle. Seek the few, not the many. The ones who dare to reshape the future with you. Build an autonomous network where every link is a force multiplier. No dilution. No distractions. When those few come together, they don't just support each other, they elevate the entire game, cracking open spaces where legacy systems can't even breathe. But to do this, you have to reject illusions wholesale. See the world how it actually is, not how it's sold. That broken idea of freedom where you wear a flag but don't own your future? Trash it. The promise of equality that really rewards mediocrity? Burn it down. Step outside the lies that keep humanity asleep. The real world wants you woke and dangerous, to challenge limits not as fixed facts, but as doors to burst through. You must claim absolute freedom, the right to live on your terms, to choose values and directions nobody else can dictate. This is hard. This is dangerous. But it's the only way. So take inventory of your frustrations, your anger at how legacy systems stifle growth, kill self-direction, and reward the mediocre. Every bit of that pain is fuel. Convert it right now into cold, clear action. First, find your few, the ones with the fire who won't settle. Then, connect deeply, intensely, forming a network that feels more like a battle squadron than a working group. Third, build ventures not as isolated startups, but as nodes inside this self-directed ecosystem where power flows to ability and trust is a currency you earn constantly, not a handout. Fourth, move beyond borders, nationalisms, and tribes. Your allegiance is to progress, to a future where freedom is real, raw, and earned every day. And last, remember this: you are not here to fix the system. You are here to transcend it. The legacy system is a relic of past assumptions, fragile and ready to break, but only if you become the few who refuse to be caged. This is not for the comfortable or compliant. This is a call to those who feel that relentless, unbearable tension inside, to those who know they were made for more than playing by old, broken rules. If that fire burns in you, don't blink, don't pause, don't stop. The future belongs to the relentless, the self-directed, the few who dare to become many through radical connection and ruthless individuality. Make that your mission. Make that your war. And watch as the legacy cracks crumble beneath your feet. This is your moment. Claim it with everything you've got.